Well, hi everybody. Welcome to Friday Night Freestyle.
I'm not quite all there.
You want to scooch on over, dear?
Well, then I'm squished.
Oh, all right. Well, come on over. No worries.
There you go.
How are you guys? Well, welcome to Friday Night Freestyle. We are going to let our ADD get the best of us and head on every single different direction that we can. So, we are in the process of moving. And you know that when we start moving, we have to start thinking about things that normal people don't usually think about unless they get stuck. And so we have been talking a lot about the house that we are going to move into, kind of making the plan, getting the plan. You gotta get the plan ready.
Yeah.
You gotta get it ready because you don't know what we're gonna need. And one of the things we do know is that we're not gonna have storage in our bedrooms maybe the way that we do now.
We have closets that are about 3 feet wide,
right,
in the bedrooms, and they're about 3 feet deep. So that's it. That's all the space that we have in the in our closet. Mm-hmm. And the one upstairs is a little bit bigger. Katie, which is funny, her room is the smallest and it has the biggest closet in it. It probably has it's an older house. It's a house that was built in the 40s, so it has like just the one door, but the closet kind of goes back this way, so it probably goes back like 5 feet into the wall, but it's only about 3 feet deep.
So hi Isabella, hi Who Knows, hi Angela, hi NZ Mermaid, trucking it up. How are you? Coco Noel is here.
Ashley's here.
Ashley is here. Shelly is here. How are you? Welcome to Friday Night Freestyle. We're going to talk for a while, and we're glad you're with us. So, did you talk about the bathroom?
Oh, no, I haven't.
The bathroom, I'll start and you finish. The bathroom is going to need some updates, but it has a pretty good storage towel place thingy-mabobber. And so, we're gonna tackle this thing.
I actually have a drawing of what it looks like.
And Heather is gonna show you a lot of ideas that she has, and look for some ideas from you guys. Who Knows says, I'm always working on storage solutions, living in a trailer. SOL.
Okay, so this is my
LOL.
drawing of what the storage looks like in the bathroom. We have a built-in cabinet that it's a big cabinet up here. It's probably about 4.5 feet tall, and then it's got 2 really big drawers underneath that are like 3 feet deep. So
this whole thing goes floor to ceiling.
Yeah, it goes floor to ceiling, and so it's got really great storage in it, like built-in storage in the bathroom. So that's like the linen closet, and you know where you keep all your soap and cleaning stuff and everything like that. But that's the storage for the bathroom. And
trucking it up. Are you stuck?
Uh-oh.
He says, I'm not so well. Stuck in Colorado. Broke down again.
I'm sorry to hear that.
We're sorry to hear that. That's not fun. There's nothing okay about that. So we're praying for you, man. And keep us updated on how things are going.
Yeah.
As we go through the live feed. So anyway, yes, Heather has some diagrams, and we're overall getting organized. So
I've had to hold myself back from getting out graph paper and making little couches and chairs and everything like that, and you know, because I can't remember exactly what the measurements of the room are, but going, okay, the couch needs to go here, the chair needs to go here, the love seat needs to go here, and then we got to fit all of our other stuff someplace.
So one of the reasons why we didn't come on at 7 o'clock was Katie and I had to take the chickens and give them away. So we are now without foul.
Yeah,
we are foul-less. Not flawless, but foul-less.
Yeah.
And so we are pretty much without chicken. And no, we are completely without chicken.
Yes.
And it's a little bit weird. We're empty nesters.
Oh my gosh, that was a horrible joke, Kevin. That was awful.
Yes, but here's the funny
Kevin,
part.
what are you
I
eating?
liked it. I liked it a lot.
Let me tell you what Kevin is eating. Our 9-year-old son, made dinner tonight. So we have ravioli, and he made the tomato sauce.
What did he make the tomato sauce out of?
It was the Thrive tomato powder. So he made it himself. He was like, Mom, I want to make dinner. And I'm like, okay. And he did a fantastic job. So hooray, Miles.
Yes, he did a very good job.
Yeah.
And he used all kinds of stuff. He used the tomato powder, which is made out of tomatoes.
And then you use the
onions.
Onions, and then we use the basil.
From the garden.
No, that's the Thrive basil that
Thrive
we had
basil?
in there.
Awesome,
So,
cool. Yeah, Thrive has a whole deal.
Yeah, and he got to learn a little bit because, like, I stood there with him, and he was like, okay, Mom, what do I need to do? And so we put the spices in, and he tasted it. He was like, it tastes weird. It tastes kind of sour. And I said, well, you need to put a little sugar in your tomato sauce. I've always done that to kind of take the edge off of any tomatoes I've ever used. Mm-hmm. And, you know, a little salt, a little red pepper flakes, and he did a really great job. I was really proud of him.
So easy a kid can do it.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. So, yeah. So, what's next? You want me to go with what I had?
Hey, whatever you want to do, love.
Okay, so
I'm just catching up.
I have plans. I have lots of plans. I have plans for this house, and but one of the things that I actually struggle with is I'm not by nature an organized person. If I don't get organized, I lose things, then I get frustrated, then I get angry, and then I get yelly. And I don't want to be that person.
No yelly. No yelly. This is a fun, joyful time. Moving day is going to be fun because it's moving day. We get to move into our own house again. This is a happy time.
Yeah. But I want there to be some organization to things. And so there is a YouTube channel out there called Do It on a Dime. Which is different than living on a dime. This lady is all about decluttering and organization and doing it inexpensively. She does it. She gets a lot of her containers. Oops, dropped my ring. From the dollar store. A lot of her stuff that she does little crafty things. I love watching her videos because, like, I go through and I kind of refresh on, you know, stuff that she does just with her organization. And like she was talking about, like, in the bathroom, you know, make sure that that when you have things like your soap, your shampoo, your, you know, feminine products, things like that, always take them out of their packaging and put them in something sturdy so they're not falling all over the place. Or you don't have like the plastic for that because we buy shampoo and conditioner sometimes together and they come with the cardboard and then they're like shrink wrapped. Well, that shrink wrap gets shoved back in the back somewhere. You know, make sure, like, what I'll do is I'll take, like, the old, like, the candles that come in the little jars. I'll take those and I will soak the candle when it's burned down all the way. And I'll get the candle out of it and I'll use those. It's the round jars with just the lid that sits on it. And I use those for cotton balls and Q-tips and all sorts of stuff, so it's contained and they're not flying everywhere, because I hate when Q-tips get loose. I mean, it's like, oh, it's awful. It's like the worst game of pickup sticks ever. And so I'll use things like that to put, like, cotton balls, Q-tips, floss picks, those kind of things. I put all that stuff in those little, they're just cylinder jars. I think I've gotten them at Big Lots before too, and they're like cylinder. They're about this tall, and they have a metal lid that fits down on top of them. And I reuse those. The other thing we were talking about too is with a family of 6, like, we need to streamline the laundry. And when it comes to bath time, shower time, stuff like that, the kids have their own towel, like, and their towel, if, you know, you need to dry it, you need to hang it up to dry. We'll have a place where they can hang it up and everything. But because our kids will use a towel once and then throw it in the laundry.
Yep.
Or let it sit on their floor and get smelly.
Yep.
And so we're going to, like, the boys have one towel. Katie and I will have a towel, and then one of those turby twist things that you put your hair up in, because girls need something, because they don't need to be dripping hair wet all over the place. So so each person will have, like, their own towel. And you know, the other thing that we were talking about is upstairs in the boys' room, we have these, again, those real deep drawers like there are in the bathroom. And like, that's going to be where their bed linens are. We've got 2 sets of them. So and the other thing too is like, you know, we don't have a bunch of different sets of sheets. Like, I told him, I said, you know, we need to color coordinate them. Like, you know, Katie's, she needs to have 2 sets of sheets, one on her bed, and then one for to go on her bed when we're washing the one that is on her bed. You know, like, hers could be in pink, and then Miles's could be in green, and Max's could be in blue, and Jack's can be in red, and ours could be in whatever I feel like they need to be.
Right.
Because our bed will be bigger. But So that way everything is kind of coordinated. Each kid knows what is theirs.
Yep.
And you know, the other thing we were talking about is we have friends who they have 9 children, and she told me, she goes, I don't have dressers in my kids' rooms. And I was like, really? Well, where did they put their clothes? She goes, all of their dressers are downstairs in the basement right beside the wash machine. Mm-hmm. So they fold up their clothes and they put it right into the dresser. She goes, so that way it's not laying everywhere in the house. It kind of makes it upstairs, but then it doesn't. And she goes, it's just all right there. And they all come down and they all get their clothes. She goes, it just makes my life a lot easier. So we were talking about that. Like that sounded like, you know, something that was really, I'm like, okay, the way that our basement works is I'm not sure if there's room right by the washer to put the dressers, because that's where Kevin's office space is going to go. But
Isabel, yes. Thanks for that reference. We'll check out Andrea Mills on that channel. It says she has great videos on organization. She and her husband are Christians, and they have 8 children. They live in a home, and they have a small house, 3 bedrooms.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So maybe we want to write that name down.
Yeah.
Andrea Mills. Okay, so that sounds cool.
Down.
Very cool. Yeah, the important part on up in the kids' room starts with, you know, making sure each one of them have a hook by their bed, and that hook is for their bath towel. And when they get done with their bath towel, they hang it on that hook. It has all day to dry out, and when it kind of gets that funny smell,
well, like after about 2 to 3 days,
they have to wash it.
We'll wash it. So, you know, I've also been thinking about our kitchen area, and the kitchen is not big. Like there is the stove is here. We have a strip of countertops that has a sink in it. There's cabinets above, but that's all the storage that's in that kitchen. And this is where I believe it was when Tara was talking about when she was doing her Instapot rice cooking or something, but she was talking about she has to set up your kitchen in stations. So instead of having like all of your plates up here and all of your pots down here, and then all of you know, some of your mixing bowls here, and then your, you know, mixers over here in another cabinet, she goes, put it in stations where you have, you know, if your mixer is here, then all of your mixing stuff like your flour, your sugar, everything is in the cabinet above it, and then the bowls are down below. And I'm like, that's brilliant. And that took me back to a couple of live feeds ago. I was talking about a video that I saw of a 1940s kitchen, where they were talking about this kitchen where they're moving from a farm kitchen that didn't have a lot of, like, because back in the day before they had the, you know, the electricity and all that, the kitchen was pretty bare. You had like maybe a work area and a few places to put things, but they were showing how they did these workstations and how you know, they had something that resembled a Hoosier cabinet. And if you don't know what a Hoosier cabinet is, it's almost like a baking station. They would have a enamel like countertop, and then you had this hopper that had flour in it, and you would turn the handle and you could get out